This is the new AP sample that we were given. So right here we have a electric vehicle class, and inside the electrical vehicle class we have a get range and we have a get model number. We have another class that is called the EV data set. So inside of that data set we have an array list of electric vehicles, which is the class up here called vehicle list. We know that the vehicle list is not null and no elements of vehicle list are null. We want to return a list of model names of electric vehicles whose range in miles is greater than the target without any duplicate names. And here's an example. So they're saying if we were given this vehicle list and we're calling it with target 215, that's not bigger, but this one is. This one is. This one is. This one is, but it's already been counted over here, accounted for, so we don't want to include it. So we're only going to have those three things. So we're going to have two things going on. First, we're going to have to traverse this array, and as we're traversing it, we're going to get the range and see if it's bigger than the target. If so, we're going to store that name temporarily, and then we're going to go through and see if we have that name on our new list yet. If we already have that name on the new list, we don't add it. If we do, we add. If we do, we don't add it, and if we do, we add it. Okay, so looking at what we were given that we want to write this method. We're going to return an array list of strings. The method is called get range, high range vehicles, and then we have a target. And remember, we're going to go through vehicle lists, and we're going to see if the range is bigger than the vehicle list. So 1, we need to create an array list of strings. Next thing we're going to do is traverse vehicle list. And what we're going to look for is we're going to look for using the get range. We're going to see if that's bigger than the target. If it is, you're going to get the name, the model name. And we're going to have to traverse it again and make sure it's not in the new array list. And then lastly, we're going to return that array list. Okay, so let's go up there. So the first thing we're going to do is create an array list of strings. So array list, data type is string, and we're going to call it model and those are going to be the different models that we have, or the names, I guess, model name. And this is going to be a new array list of type string. And then remember, we need that open and closed. So we did part 1. So next thing we're going to do is traverse the vehicle list. I'm going to use an enhanced for loop. So for, we're looking for data type electric vehicle. I'm going to call it EV, and we're looking through the vehicle list. So we're going to grab our object, EV, and we're going to .get range. And we're going to show that if that is bigger than the target, that means it's potentially one that we're going to add. So I'm going to create a little loop with a Boolean flag, and I'm going to set that equal to false. Now we're going to have to traverse our new list. And our new list is just strings, so I'm going to look for a string S in model. And we're going to say if the string is equal to ev.getModel name, then that means we found one and we don't want to include it. So our Boolean flag is now going to change to true. And then after the for loop for this, looking for the strings, we're going to check if the flag. So if that, actually want to find it. So if we didn't find it, so if not flag or found, then we're going to add it. So you're going to say the new one is called model. So we're going to say model dot add S. And not S, we're gonna, because that's the one in this one, we're gonna add the ev.getModel name. And that's the last thing we need to do, except for we need to return this new list that we created. So we're going to return the model list. And then we're done. So how was this scored this year? First thing, do we access all elements in the vehicle list? So you could have used a regular for loop, but remember you'd have to use vehicle list.getSize. And each time you would do that, you'd have to say vehicle list.getI, .getRange is bigger than 0. I'll include that in the answer key so that you can see what that looks like. The second point calls getRange and getModel. So if somewhere in your code you use the object to call getRange and you use somewhere in your code you use .getModel, you get a point. Actually, one of those, not both of them. Well, you have to do both of them to get 1 point. And then the third point comes from determining whether a vehicle has a significant range. So we have to do this inequality, so it's got to be greater than the target. Next thing we have to do is compare two model numbers. So here, that would be this, is the one that we traversed equal to the one that we already have. And then the last one is, did we return all the necessary elements and nothing else? Okay, this is written with the regular for loops. So the first thing you would have to do is exactly the same as the other method. You would have to start with first making your new array list. So here's our new array list of type string. It's called model. So we're going to traverse the vehicle list, which is the big vehicle list, and you're going to get it. And you make sure the range is bigger than the target. So currently we're going to say found is false. So we're going to go over here and say if j is equal to 0 is less than that, we're going to create the string name. If that name is equal to the model, is not equal to the model name, then we're going to add it. Otherwise, we're going to turn the model. So actually, we didn't need the Boolean flag right on this one, the way I wrote it that time. And that's the next one.